No idea what I'm doing. No clue. But that's going to be the fun of this channel. Alright, let me show you. I'm going to be taking all my cars in my garage I own. I own about 160, 170 of them. I'm going to take every single one around Goliath. That's the biggest track here in Forza Horizons 3 in Australia. And I'm just going to race them to the best of my ability. Hey, if I fail, I'm going to fail horribly. If I do okay, I'm going to be amazed. And it's not going to be the car's fault. It's going to be my fault. Because I'm not a pro. I have about the racing ability as a shrub and the reflexes of a drunken squirrel. So, if you want to watch, lay back, get a drink, have some laughs, keep tuned here. Alright, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue going down my list of cars I'm going to use. And what I do is, before I race, I always go here to Progress. Down here at Skill Shop, click that, highlight that, and right where it's highlighted on the upper left hand side, you need the XP bump button highlighted. To do that, you're gonna make your way up to it, spend what credits you need, but get that highlighted, and you'll be making a lot more XP after every race. And that's what you need if you want to level up. I have that highlighted, so I get it for 2 more races. So I'm going to get off there, go to the race itself, set up the event, that, go to the third one here, Anything Goes on Goliath by DonJoeWon Song, and that way you could choose any car in your garage to race up against. Let's see, what I'm going to do is I'm going to race my Audi RS2 Avant. Give me a second, everybody, hold on. I'll be right back. Alright everybody, I'm back. Sorry about that. Just discussing things with my daughter and my wife. My daughter just got home from school. I told you about her a little bit earlier. She's also a gamer. So, let's keep this game going, shall we? Alright, I did choose the Avant. These are nice cars, I like these. I do prefer the V8 model with manual transmission, although they are fairly rare to find. The only problem with the Audis is that the V8s, when you gotta get the timing belt changed, you gotta take out the whole engine, because the timing belt's in the back of the engine, not in the front. Not like on the American V8s or such. And that's a huge undertaking. I went through that one a little bit better unscathed than I usually do. Usually I'm sliding everywhere. Actually, this is the car I use for a lot of my racing in Forza Horizon anyway. So I'm pretty used to the car. Now I avoided disaster right there. Disaster usually hits me like 4, 5, 6 times around here. And it's whether I survive it or not, that's the fun part. Alright, this Avant I'm driving now, I wonder if it's the V8 with the turbo in it, or if it's the twin turbo 6. It sounds to me like it might be the 6-cylinder model, but I'm not sure. Hey, if I get one, still I'll enjoy it, mainly because it's a wagon. I always had a soft spot for wagons. Now, as everybody probably knows better than I do, you gotta take it a little easier up here in the rainforest part, because the turns are really tight. If you don't have a clean line going through the turns here, you'll end up in one of the side embankments up here, sliding all the way around and stuff. So you do want to take your time through here. One thing I do like about these Audis, the transmission are... see that? Fail number 1. Well, as I was saying before, I was really interrupted by that rock, or that root, that tree root. So I do like the Audi's transmissions because they're really long geared. Get a lot of speed, you know, carry a lot of speed, and going up through the gears, you know, you're not hampered by lower speed on the races here. I was driving the S1, I think it's called the hatchback that they have. That thing was going up about 180, 190, maybe 200 miles an hour. I was really impressed. And I was driving also the R10. That car was scary. It was a great car, but I was driving far above my abilities to actually race that car well on here. Give somebody that has more experience than I do, they would easily knock off maybe a minute and a half off the time, because I managed to wreck like 2 or 3 times. Check the video. You'll be able to see better than I do right now. Yeah, let me get done this race now. I'll eat. Went out to dinner yesterday with my family, and my mom took me out to a small restaurant where she lives, in the town she lives at, and the food was really good, so I'm going to have leftovers tonight for dinner. Instead of ramen noodles, which I usually have, because we're usually quite poor, so... Gotta keep a budget. That's probably why I started this channel. I do have a Patreon that if you want to help support me on this page, what I'd like to do is if I do get successful, get some steady monthly subscribers, try to bring me, my wife, my daughter out of poverty here, get us into our own apartment, and get us off the welfare dole here, because I wasn't able to work since 2012 because I had gotten hurt as a truck driver. I'm just trying to get my SSDI going, my retirement. So that's what I'm working on right now. I mean, I started this channel just to alleviate the boredom, as you might say. Good sign. I'm going to get a lot of damage points for that. Yeah, holy crap, he could drift a little bit. Meaning me. Alright, let's see if I can run this guy down here. Now this part of the track, this upper part, is quite scary to me because the turns fool you and thinking they're slow turns, and actually they're a lot slower than you think. If you don't get them just right, you'll be put into the next turn or next area after the turn at the wrong place, like this turn right here. Come on, you gotta take this slow. If not, you'll be up in that left embankment into the trees, and that's not fun. Or you'll overcompensate and go into the trees on the right side. You don't want to do that. Trust me, I've done that plenty of times. Took me this long to finally learn where it was. And some more damage points. Everybody's probably screaming at me out there in the audience saying, "Shift, skunk, shift." Don't worry, I will. I will. Now, if those cars weren't there, I probably would have sent the car into the trees. That's not fun either. Wow, that first gear is tall. No, it's really short on me. And the second gear is really tall compared to it. And I lost a bunch of speed there. I love these corners coming up. That's one of the turns I like the best in the game, right back there. See, what you have to do here, well, how I do in the Audis is, even though your tack needle's going into the red as you're accelerating, keep accelerating until the gearing stops you from accelerating, then shift up into the next up gear, from third to fourth or something like that. Then you'll get the full benefit of accelerating instead of shifting too early and losing all your power. Now here comes the corner of fail up here. Sometimes I do really good going through this corner, and sometimes I absolutely laugh at myself for how stupid I am. See how well I do. Yeah, not bad. Usually I find myself underneath the bridge if I hit the rocks. And there goes all my points I had. I had almost 120,000 points after the multiplier, but that's what happens. I'll do my best to try and get those points back. Do avoid the water as much as possible because it will slow you down. It might pitch you into a different direction. So you gotta be ready for that. Otherwise, stay up on the sand. Alright, first place there. See what my time is. 14:48. $14.48, $5.89. Alright, that one's done. I just get my bonus points. I'll stop the stream, but I will be back after dinner. So, let's see what I got. Dirty, dirty car. 95,000, that's about right for credits. And that perk bonus, that's what I show you before every race. That way you'll level up at least twice per round, per lap that you do for Goliath. If you race 5 laps, 10 laps, 20 laps, 50 laps, your bonuses will just multiply that much higher. Let's see. Cheap. They give me $5,000 or rate. Cheap. Cheap. Alright, everybody. I will be back. Thanks.